Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, and it's brick time. So if you have been around any Scentsy YouTube, you probably already know this, but we have limited time offer bricks coming out later the month of October on the 25th. So kind of some quick details at the front. I'll talk about it as it gets closer, and I'm gonna send out stuff to my customers. But in case you are just randomly coming across this video, we have limited time bricks coming out on the 25th. Bricks in Scentsy land are massive versions of bars. So here is a bar, here is a brick. As you can see, we have some size difference. A bar is 8 cubes. It's like 2.6 ounces. A brick is 15 ounces. It's almost a pound of wax. It's like 5.5 or 5 3/4 bars. So it's a lot. And as you can see, it's as big as my head. So we have 5 new scents that are releasing in brick form on the 25th of October. They are $24, or if you want to bundle, you can get 2 bricks for $40 if you want to make your own little bundle. They are while supplies last, so they could go really fast. They could last a while. We don't know. But if you don't want to commit to this big bad boy, you can add these to your Scentsy Club and just get a regular bar size of the set. So also, if you do add them to your Scentsy Club, like you want to keep getting them, you will get the bar going forward. You won't get the brick. But you can purchase the bricks as long as they're available. And I'm going to go through and tell you what my thoughts are on cold sniff of these scents and which ones I think you should check out. So I'm gonna kind of go from least favorite to most favorite. So let's get into it. That's just a rough estimate. Like, don't quote me on this because I haven't warmed them. This is just cold sniff. So in the bottom spot, we're gonna start with Sweet Orange Pomander. The notes on this one are sparkling clove and cinnamon stick, adorned sweet orange, and a dazzling display. So here's the deal with this one. To me, it's a little spicy, and I feel like I am the spice person. I wouldn't say I'm the spice person, but I like spice. I mean, I'm not opposed to cinnamon, but this definitely has a lot of clove. I recently got the bar of clove and cinnamon, and this says sparkling clove and cinnamon stick, and it is very similar to clove and cinnamon, but it has that orange in it as well. At first I was thinking it kind of reminded me of Wassail Wonderland, because Wassail Wonderland kind of is like an orange. It gives the effect of like a Christmas tree with like an orange note. And I think maybe the orange is what's similar, but honestly, it's not the same. I don't know. It really reminds me of clove and cinnamon if you've smelled that bar with orange. However, I think it might be a little too spicy. I'm not positive. I'll have to warm it. There's a chance that the spice could totally ramp up on warming or totally mellow out. But that's just my opinion on this one. I think if I had to pick a last place just on first sniffs, it's gonna be this one. And if you're spice adverse, this seems like it has a lot of spice in it. So, okay. Next, not positive about the next two, but I just kind of have them stacked this way. They're in battle for third place. It's Pink Poinsettia. This one's crisp plum and blackberry. Celebrate the season with a burst of pomegranate. So I have to admit, the coloring on this one, it looks more red, but it's more pink, I feel like. Well, maybe it's like a darker red pink. Magenta, if you will. So this one is really good. I actually really like this one. It's very, very fruity. I would say the heaviest fruit note I'm getting is the pomegranate. Like, in a way, I get jeweled pomegranate vibes. I definitely get the pomegranate in here. But I also really get the plum and the blackberry. But it's definitely a fruit scent. But I think the thing that's throwing me off is it's not really screaming winter to me. It's kind of more like spring-ish. and maybe even transitioning into summer. Like, it's really giving me very fruity, very spring summer vibes. And so while I think I really like this one, I wouldn't say it's like an immediate winter warm, because it's such an, like, it's definitely not this season for me. Also, like, do poinsettia smell? I feel like no, because the notes are plum, blackberry, and pomegranate, not poinsettia. Because that's like, you know, a flower you get people around Christmas time. This isn't very Christmas to me. I'm just being honest. While it's good, I think you could easily get this one and then hold on to it till like February, March, April, May. I really do like this one though. It's very fruity. So if you're not into like Christmassy or holiday, cinnamon, that type of scents, it's pretty much just like fruity base. And it's pomegranate. We don't have a ton of pomegranate scents that aren't like super deep and maybe even mixed with a little bit of cinnamon. So that one's strictly fruity. Okay, next we have vanilla cinnamon maple. This one is cinnamon stick warms buttery maple atop a mountain of whipped sweet cream. So I feel like they really stepped out of their comfort zone on these. Like, they're not basic, they're very complex in my opinion. Like, they're not scents that Scentsy typically does. So this one, on first whiff in the nose, I'm like, ooh, I'm getting like a very sweet vanilla with a hint of a bakery cinnamon. On the second wave that hits my nose, I either get the buttery maple or either the sweet cream. It's something that's a little bit like, wait a minute, what was that? And it's not like cinnamon, I think it's the maple. Like, when I first smell it, I'm like, yes, it smells so good. And as I like take it away from my nose, I'm like, it leaves me wanting more to like smell that initial scent. And then I go back in and I get that weird funky scent. Like, it's very, very complex. Let me warm it up with my finger. Because this one's, it's kind of like throwing me off. This is one I definitely want to warm. I feel like as I'm warming it up with my finger, they're blending a little bit better. It's not like the initial vanilla and then the maple. It's kind of more blended into one, which is making it a little bit better. The maple's not so like biting. And if you ever want to get more out of your wax as you're smelling it, you can just like rub it with your finger and it warms it up a little bit. I don't know if you can tell that's a little more glossy. I just like rubbed my finger over it to warm it up, and it helps the fragrance come out a little more. So as I kind of warmed it up with my finger, I feel like they mix together a little bit more. If you like maple, I think you'll really like this one, but I think the maple's definitely what's throwing me off. So this one I will definitely be warming because I'm just not positive on it. So there you go. That's why this one's kind of in the middle. I think I'm definitely like for this one more, but this one's definitely more seasonally appropriate, if that makes sense. Like, it's definitely this time of year type of vibes. Okay, the next one we have is Fluffy Fleece. And I feel like this is such a nice one for people who are like, I want a fresh scent. I don't want cinnamon. I don't want bakery. I don't want fruits. I want fresh. This one's for you guys. So Fluffy Fleece. It says black currant and cozy musk bundle up beneath a blanket of heliotrope. So this one's such a cute concept. It's got like the little scarf and snow, and it's so icy looking. Like, it's a lighter brick than like Arctic Kiss. It's very much like a very light blue. This one, I know it says it has black currant. To me, it's a very like cozy, almost laundry scent in a way. Like, it's cozy blanket cuddled up on the couch. Like, it was just freshly washed. Like, it doesn't smell like Clean Breeze or Clothesline. Like, it doesn't smell like a laundry scent per se. It just smells like something's fresh out of the laundry and you're like cuddled up in it and it's cozy. Like, it smells warm and cozy. Let me once again warm this one up a little bit. It's very unique, that's for sure. I feel like when I warm it up, maybe a hint of that currant comes out, but in a way that makes it smell even warmer. Oh my gosh, I think I like it more now that I've rubbed my finger on it. Okay, as I warm it, I think that currant's coming out, not in like a fruity way, and sometimes currant can be like a soury type of fruit. It's kind of just making it like even more warm and cozy, if that's even possible. Oh my gosh, this one's so complex. It literally smells like maybe you put on a nice perfume at the beginning of the day, you wrapped up in a cozy blanket, or maybe the person, like yesterday you were wrapped up in the blanket in a nice perfume, and now today you put it on again and you get that faint whiff of the really nice perfume, but also you're so like warm and cozy. And the day before you wore the perfume, it was freshly washed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like all of those vibes bundled together. I think this is one people are definitely gonna smell a sample of before they buy, because it's so like fluffy fleece is just, it's generic, but it's in the same way the blanket, like a nice fleece blanket with the perfume and the freshly washed. That all goes together. Okay, I think my favorite upon initial sniff is spiced eggnog, which I really didn't know what to expect going into these, because all of them have such interesting names and scent notes. So this one is ground clove, simmers in a festive blend of buttered rum and creamy eggnog. So once again, here's the wax color. I feel like I really like this one because it's kind of the most generic bakery, I'm gonna be honest. Only two of them, well, I feel like two of them are bakery, one's kind of just spicy. This is like the generic bakery of the group. But let me warm it up. I feel like you kind of get that buttered rum a bit on cold that might throw you off a little bit. And I feel like as you warm it up, you kind of get that buttered rum and that eggnog a bit more. And it kind of smells a little bit deeper bakery versus on initial sniff, just opening it up, it kind of smells like vanilla bakery, more like vanilla bean buttercream. But I feel like once you kind of warm it with your finger a little bit, more of that like eggnog, buttered rum note comes out and just makes it smell like a little bit of a deeper bakery. I don't feel like this one, the clove is screaming at me like in the sweet orange pomander, but we'll see what happens when it warms. So I think if I was just blind repicking, I would probably get spiced eggnog and fluffy fleece again. I will, however, warm these so I know which ones to rebuy and I will give you guys updates. But I am going to, now that I've kind of done this video, I'm going to make some samples to send out to my customers, so watch for those. But let me know which one you're most excited for down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.